Hello, and welcome to Keeping It Real with Shannon Live. Because you don't know how it's going to turn out.
My kids empowered me to get out.
What's going on with this remote learning and in the midst of COVID?
The workers for different elected officials, learning and understanding how to put the community first.
Hello, and welcome to Keeping It Real with Shannon. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How are you doing, ladies?
Hey, how are you?
Vanessa and Dr. Kara, how are you?
I'm good.
Well, you know, today we're supposed to be talking about feeling the holiday spirit, feeling the holiday depression, and how do we find peace. So we're waiting for our guests. They have been held up, but you know, as they always say, the show must go on. So we're going to continue. We're going to get started with the show. So, I mean, you know, the holidays, for some reason, always around this time of the year, Thanksgiving, Christmas, leading up to that time, there's so much that goes on. First of all, there's a lot of deaths. People get depressed. You know, they just feel down and out, and it's just so much of that going on. Do you get depressed during the holidays?
Sometimes I do. Am I getting an echo?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. My mother just passed in March. So this will be my first holiday season without her. And what I have to say is I had enough time to grieve because it was in the springtime, and it just teaches me that love doesn't stop. Just because the physical body is not here doesn't mean you can't love somebody. So
Absolutely.
I feel her love, and I of course it's different, and I can focus on the good old times and those really good memories. I don't want to erase them, but I have to focus also on what's good today too. That keeps me going.
Absolutely. I agree. You know, sometimes when people pass, family, loved ones, they pass, and you think about what you're going to do that they're gone, but the memories is always there to keep you going and uplifted. And just to add around the holidays, it's not just about people just becoming depressed and here. There's a lot of suicides high around the holidays, and that is the biggest thing that I'm always on the queue for, look out for, because people are depressed, and these are why they commit suicide. They may be, you know, they're not able to cope with the loss of that loved one around the holidays, or sometimes they just give up hope because all their life may have been revolved around the individual, or they've done so much things together and people just don't feel whole. So some of the things that, I mean, for me, I think for some reason, I don't know, maybe at this age, I'm getting a little, I don't know if I'm getting selfish or whatever cases, but I think I really feel like spending the holiday by myself this year. For some reason, I just really feeling that I really want to just kind of digress and reset. And there's a lot of things, a lot of irons in the pot that I have. There's a lot of moving parts. I'm always a work in progress, so that's a good thing. It's a good work in progress. But I think for some reason, I just feel that I want to just kind of like be by myself this holiday season.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Why? Didn't nobody invite you over for the holiday? Nobody's gonna give you any turkey this year. Anything? Do you want me to cook you a turkey or whatever for Thanksgiving or whatever? But I understand what you were saying. Sometimes you do want to be alone, but I never want to be alone around the holidays. I'm family oriented, so I like to be around my family during the holiday and stuff like that. I mean, like you said, Carol, and you know, my mother and Vanessa's mother too. They passed away, plus my father, my brother. So my most immediate family is gone, and that's when you really start feeling, you know, that you want to see them is mostly around the holiday. But then I always look at it that I always look at what happened when they was alive. So I talk about them a lot. So that keeps them alive as far as I'm concerned. And then I can always hear my mother in my ear when I'm doing something and like, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. You know, we taught you better than that, you know. So you always hear their voices from somewhere. So I always try to reach out to people during the holiday, particularly the older people, and try to visit them, talk to them on the phone or whatever, just to kind of give them that comfort because, like you said, like when the people get depressed, and sometimes, I mean, I get depressed in that way, but I don't get depressed like I want to do something to myself. That has never occurred to me. And when I see that in other people, I really get like, why does that happen? How does that come that you even think about something?
Well, sometimes when you say about depression, right? What is really depression? How do people really define that, right? Are these just seasonal depressions with everyone around you is festive, but you don't really be in a festive way? So really, how do you really denote somebody is really depressed? So when you think about why do people do the things they do, it's not just about seasons and loss of loved ones. There's a lot of things that's going on globally, nationally, just things locally that put people in certain type of mental states with cases, and people just give up. I mean, suicide is my biggest pet peeve. I'm always having interest in that. I'm always looking to see what's what, hearing things, and I'm on call every year, twice a month, once a month, operations. But the thing is, with suicide is that 90% of people who contemplate suicide wants to be saved. It's the 10% that you can't save. And the thing is, I think there needs to be enough information to give people to think about what signs to look for, things that people do, because people do give signs and things like that, and there's indicators, but there's just things that people just don't know.
So I mean, dealing with feelings, like Carol, you were saying earlier about how do you deal, because you can have happy feelings. It don't have to be sad feelings. It's happy feelings, Like I like to be happy all the time. People are like, oh, why you always grinning all the time? Why you always laughing all the time?
Absolutely.
That's
Lottie is
me.
a happy lady.
Lottie, she's happy sometimes.
You have that down. You have happy down.
Because when people just drag all the time, and every time you meet up with them, you be like, how you doing? Oh, well, my ear fell off, my toe fell off. There's always something that's not right. Why you just can't be happy?
Well,
I don't get
it. People are addicted to drama, There is actually scientific evidence when you have a lot of drama in your life or trauma in your life growing up, you develop receptor cells.
Yep.
First of all, the brain is the best pharmacy in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The brain, depending on what kind of life you have, will release the good feeling hormones, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins. And so you get used to feeling good. Those hormones make you feel good. And then if you are in a house full of drama and trauma and abuse, you're going to release, what is that? Norepinephrine, adrenaline, cortisol. And you're going to get used to that. That's going to be your drug of choice or your drug of comfortability or familiarity. So those receptor cells in the body that have gotten used to, you've been trained to receive cortisol and adrenaline.
So wait a minute. Hold up.
It is
so
true.
You said, hold up. You said the brain. You said the brain is coming from the brain, right?
What I'm telling you is that when you have thoughts and feelings, the brain releases, for example, when you have a feeling that you're in the wrong place and somebody's going to chase you,
fight or flight.
Your body is you go into a fight. It's called the parasympathetic system of the body goes into what Dr. Vanessa said, fight or flight. You're going to release hormones that are going to not make you think so much. All the energy is going to go to your legs, right? So that you can what? Right? Run. So the body is equipped to do things for your good. But if you spend all of your life running, then you're not used to feeling in your heart. You're not used to thinking straight. You're just used to getting away, always moving. The children that are very active, maybe look into their lives. Maybe they've had lives where they've needed to get away.
No, what my question was, what I was going to ask you is that you were saying all this stems from your brain and stuff. So I'm saying with people, from the way they act sometimes, like people that's always attitude, got an attitude all the time.
Is what
when
I'm
you
saying.
see them.
Are literally addicted to trauma. I
Right.
have people like that in my family. I'm visiting a beloved relative in the hospital right now, always talking about everything that's wrong with his body. Even when they fix it and his numbers are better, he still says, "Remember when I had this 12 years ago? You did that, and they found that."
But
There's
psychologically, just to add to that, Carol, psychologically, you could make yourself sick too.
Absolutely.
Right? You can make yourself psychologically.
Absolutely. There's research to even prove
Right.
that people do make themselves sick.
Well, that sounds more like attention to me. That sounds like you just want attention.
You have,
it
it's
does
diagnostic,
look like
right? You have things called Munchausen's disease, right?
Yes.
People will go into the hospital, they'll inflict all kind of injuries on them, people around them, the kids, just for the sympathetic, for the people helping. These are diagnostic things. You know, these things are real. It's not about getting attention, right?
It does feel good to get attention. There's probably certain hormones that get released when they get attention. However, there could be other ways to get attention. Go out and volunteer. And when you volunteer, you realize, wow, my life is really good. When you connect with other people that are also lonely, you might realize, wow, I do belong. I'm not alone. So there are simple things that you can do. My brother, who is still in the hospital, he's going on a 6 week in the hospital. He's in a wheelchair, and he visited a young teenager who used to spit in the faces of his therapist, a young teenager who was in I believe it's not a hit and run, but you know, those speed chases when the kids run their cars fast. What is that called? Drag race. Yeah. Got a horrible accident, and he is also not able to walk. And so my brother is such a vibrant speaker. Even when he's complaining, he just grabs your attention. And one of the doctors asked him to go upstairs to speak with this young boy. He's 20 something, and my brother's 60. And he was captivated by my brother, who could speak so eloquently and positively. And you know, here's this.
But people that complain all the time. See, some people just complain just to be complaining.
So
they don't really be complaining about anything.
When people are doing good, sometimes it could shift that addiction for complaining and seeking attention. Because my brother loved doing that, and I keep encouraging to do something like that again. Do you know what I mean? People just need to feel needed and wanted sometimes, and that was really good for him.
But you know, it's not always bad feelings that we get when things are around, like things that frighten us, things that have us going to fight or flight, because there's also good, affectionate, arousal things, sexual things that people put people in a certain move too. So it's always a good thing that, you know, there was a good, the bad, the ugly, right? So it'll depend on where you're at, what you're doing, and what kind of mood things put you in.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, some people just moody anyway. I mean, please. They can have the best of everything, and they are still so moody. And just, to me, it's a lot of, it's just attention. They just want attention.
No, you got some people that are just miserable.
That's how I look at it. They just want attention.
Some of them just miserable. They're just not happy no matter what you do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're just miserable because every time you see them, they're complaining. They're complaining about. I just said every time you ask them how they doing, they can never say, "Oh, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm doing great," or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
This is a wonderful time to. Yes.
So is it that time for us to go to the break? So we're gonna take a quick break. I don't think our guests will be showing today, but we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right back. We'll be right back.
It's Shannon. It's Shannon.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
talking about our holiday feelings and how we feel around the holidays, and trying not to get depressed around the holiday. Um, you know what? When we went to break, I was thinking um, about how sometimes things happen and why things happen. But I think we still need to learn how to really appreciate whatever it is we have, whatever it is we are going through. Because sometimes you're going through things that's really difficult, but when you finish it makes you stronger. It makes you like a different person. Like I think not I think I know a lot of times when we go through stuff, there's a reason because it makes you stronger when you come out. Sometimes you got to be knocked down a little notch or two just to say, okay, what am I doing wrong? You know, am I offending someone? Am I bothering someone? When things start happening to you, you need to take a step back and think about what am I doing wrong?
Exactly. But you know what, Lottie? A lot of people, when things go through life, we know life is a cycle, right? We're born, we live, and we die. A lot of people, a lot of traumatic things that happen for individuals, there's no closure. They haven't had closure. So sometimes what they do is that they take those feelings day after day, and those days run into holidays, and those holidays run into years, and there's no closures. So one of the things I think what people need to realize is like, think about today, depending on how old you are, you may have more days behind you than ahead, right? And I say that it's to kind of like take life with a grace or cases and try to make the best of it. It's just so much to life that we don't know, and life is a revolving door, and there's so much thing. Even if you do things on your own in self-care, if you like music, if you like walking, do things that make you happy. Nowadays, I'm at the point of this. I got more years behind me than ahead. I'm moving forward. Right?
Well, that's what I said. That's why I said people better wake up and stop treating somebody so bad and everything, because we're in a crisis. This world is in a crisis. I'm on my way to the other way. I'm trying to get through the pearly gate. I don't have time for all this.
You got to do something for something to do you.
When people attitudes and stuff, it's like, oh, but why do you act like that? Truthfully, I don't care. If that's how you want to act, that's how you want to act. When I get to that door,
older though, we don't care.
I want him to say, Lottie, a job well done. That's what I want him to say. I am not worried about your little attitude.
But you know what? I want to add some of the things. I mean, I mentioned like self-care and things like that. Some of the what do y'all have to offer to individuals that may be going through some things or skepticism of how they can get through the holidays, but not just through the holidays, but how they can help them throughout throughout the year.
But the thing about it is, I think you need to get yourself involved in something that you truly like and passionate about. Because when you do things that you really like and you passionate about it, you will do it regardless. You work. I don't know. You don't even be thinking about how many hours you work or whatever. If you like doing what you're doing, and I think if you do that and stay active and stuff, you don't have time to be thinking about all of this other stuff. You don't have time to be depressed and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you might not have money to pay your bills and stuff weird like that. There's all of us. I don't know about y'all. I've been through sometimes. I didn't have no money to pay my bills with. I didn't worry about it. As long as I could get me a pot of beans and a pan of cornbread, I was fine. I don't worry about all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I know where there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
I agree. What I do love is the five senses. I noticed that when you get your five senses involved in something, it's almost hypnotic. You can't get out. What do you those body scrubs with the smells? So you're touching yourself, you're smelling.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, in the water. Then you have some nice music playing. You got a candle. And if you got a partner, that would be an extra. But if you don't,
yes, that's an extra bonus.
It's the sensory. But even if you don't, the sensation of nurturing your senses, it just really brings you back to you and it helps you realize, wow, for just a little bit of money, it doesn't even just put yourself in the shower, put yourself in the water. Is so healing. Music is so healing. Touch is so healing.
Well, if it's not that, Carol, just set aside an hour during the day.
Yeah.
But I always say, just like you make an appointment for a doctor, pencil yourself on the calendar. Right,
exactly.
Give yourself an appointment.
Don't bother me between 12:30 and 2. Don't even call me when I'm watching my stories. That's the time I set aside during the day, and I drink whatever I'm going to drink, eat what I'm gonna eat. I don't answer the phone. I don't talk to anyone. That's
I hear
my
that.
joy during the day.
I hear
That's
that.
it. And after that 2 o'clock come, I'm back on the clock. You can call me. I feel good now. I can talk to you and everything.
But you're right. That self-care and self-compassion goes a long way. And sometimes
Absolutely.
you're not used to it. You kind of have to make yourself do it. Some of the ways I make myself do something that I'm not used to doing, I will say I'll only do it for 5 minutes, or I'll say I'll do it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't even have a discussion. It's 3, 2, 1, go, or just do it for 5 minutes. And all
Just
of a
do it.
sudden,
Just do it.
I'm doing it for 2 hours. I got Stevie Wonder. Doesn't somebody have Stevie Wonder today?
Oh yes. What time is we supposed to go to the party? Is it time to go to the party?
I think it's time for the party. I think the party.
Is it time to go to the party?
It's time.
Yes. What's going on?
It's time to go to the party. We're supposed to
Hey!
go to a party today.
All righty.
Somebody's having a party today.
Yes.
All righty. Happy birthday, Tiff.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I want everybody
Somebody
to
having
know.
a birthday?
Huh?
I want everybody to know that 43 years ago,
Yes.
God gave me my little gift. I wanted a baby. So he blessed me with a girl child. And she celebrated her birthday today in Tampa, Florida. Her and her friends at the what is it, the Taraguchi restaurant. Say hi, everyone there in the restaurant telling the birthday. So we got the candles ready. We're gonna sing happy birthday. We see the candles.
Okay.
But we all go sing happy birthday.
Hold that thing up.
Tiff, can you turn your phone? Can you turn your phone around so we can see everybody?
How do
Can
you
you turn the phone to the
We gonna sing happy birthday.
Can you turn the phone horizontal so we can see everything?
So we can see everybody else. Where's Jaslene them? Where's Jaslene them?
And sometimes it resets itself, so it's okay. It doesn't happen. Am I hearing something, Lottie?
Huh?
Am I hearing something, Lottie?
Okay, we gotta sing. Woo.
Hey.
Where's Jaslene them and all of them? Is Sean there?
You hear?
Sean is there?
A little bit. Tiff, can you turn your phone sideways?
Okay, we singing.
Here it comes.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Okay.
Yay, Tiffany.
So we blowing out the candles. So do you have anything to say since you're so old now? So what do you have to say? Your wishes?
Oh no, I'm not supposed to tell my wishes.
Oh, wow.
So where's Miss Polo? Where's Miss Polo? Let me see her. Where's Jaslene and Miss Polo? Let me see them.
Jaslene, say hi.
Hi, Jaslene. Hi, Polo. Did Sean come to the table? Did Sean come?
Is Sean here? Sean, yes. Oh, Sean's off today, they said.
Oh. Okay, but we want to thank Sean for setting up everything for us there in Tampa. I couldn't be there. I wanted to be there, but I couldn't be there. But you know we love you.
I know, and I love
We
you.
miss you. Oh, so cut us some cake and ship me some cake. You know?
You don't need no cake, Tiffany. Just eat her piece. Just eat her piece. You don't need no cake.
Yo, I gotta have some birthday cake.
No, you just send her a picture. Send her a picture of the cake. That's what you can do. Send her a picture.
Well, have a good birthday. Enjoy.
Many more. God bless. 43 is awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, she's still just a little baby. You know, she got a long ways to go.
You got a lot of living to
right?
do. Huh?
And I look like one too. But I thank God for my health.
That's all that matters.
I'm at 43 years old.
How you feel? That's all that matters. You as young as you feel.
Go, girl.
Yes. I feel like I'm 20 something again.
Work it.
Absolutely.
Work it.
40,
I feel like I'm 40 something. I feel like I'm 40.
40 is
Well, Lottie, that may work.
With all my crooked hands, I feel like I'm 40.
Lottie, that may work for you. If Tiffany feels that she's in her 20s, you doing good.
Well, may God continue to bless you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hope you see many, many more birthdays.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Hey, please see you, Bree. See you, Jasmine. See you, Polo. Y'all enjoy the rest of the evening.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Oh, well. Some people get to stay young all the time.
No, hey, that whatever works.
Get to stay young all the time and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so we're getting ready for the holidays, and we're hoping that, you know, people will be safe and really get to enjoy their families. And, you know, and I know it's hard sometimes, you know, when it's family time and you're missing people and everything, but, you know, life goes on. It gets better. Each day it does get better. And, you know, we just have to be thankful for where we are. We made it this far. We know our time is coming too. And, you know, we just have to make the best of whatever it is, because we could have been going on too, you know, but we're still here. And we're here to carry on the dreams of our family members. And you know, prepare yourself for the holidays and stuff like that. You know, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving and Christmas, you know. So I guess we out of time. We out of time, Karen. We got to go. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us. Thank you, Kathy. We'll see you on the next show, the next end. And enjoy.
Today's show is sponsored by Abu's Bakery. If you have a sweet tooth, stop by Abu's Bakery for some delicious cakes and pies.
Would you like beautiful pictures for your home or your office? Then stop by Faith Art Gallery. They have a large selection of pictures from around the world.
It's Shannon. It's Shannon. It's Shannon. It's Shannon.